Hey guys, B-Man here. Welcome to today's stream. How's everyone doing today? Now we're sponsored today, so shout out to MitchCactus, everybody. Sponsor of the stream today. Go over and check them out. Now, today guys, we have got some interesting developments, whereas I'm not sure whether there was some sort of silent patch or something overnight, because you know the video I made yesterday, or I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the day before, for the equipping locked weapons and everything. Today there's been an interesting development, and I think they might have silent patched it or something, but I haven't seen anything about an update or patch notes or anything, so I don't really know what the play is there, whether or not they've just decided to start silent patching this stuff. But you're going to see here soon, so we'll cover over that. That's what I want to, and I want to play around with this a bit, because it looks like in Warzone it might be patched to the point where it might be no longer worth doing. So you guys will see what I mean, because I've still got a way to be able to equip locked guns, but when we equip them, they just unequip them and go back and revert it, almost like it does in multiplayer now. So we'll get in and we'll have a look at that stuff. My multi-classes are weird. Yours too? Yeah. Also, guys, I've got a new thing I want to play around with, where yesterday, I think in my Discord, I was bringing weird modes in. So I was almost bringing prop hunt into Warzone, and then I was bringing Warzone mode into multiplayer and stuff. I want to also play around with that a little bit as well, so in the stream and stuff like that. So today is just really, I'm just menu glitching, mucking around, and hopefully at some point in today I'll also get some dupes over to some of the viewers as well, some jet guns and stuff like that. Is there a way to pull a store blueprint and then glitch a camo onto it? I don't own as well. Yes, I can cover those as well. So right now with this, so as we off yesterday's video, so for Warzone mode, the Warzone part of that tutorial, I think is, no one's going to really pull it off. Let me know if you guys can still pull that off, but as of the Discord, pretty much everybody can't pull it off right now. Rumor has it people are getting shadowed from using camo glitch. I doubt it. I mean, who knows what new? I mean, they could implement something new that wasn't implemented in the past at any day. So, I mean, that's the reality of it. I mean, if they implement something new, then who knows? But I mean, I can't say whether or not they're implementing new things or not. I don't play a lot, to be honest. I'm more of just sitting around in the menus, glitching and making videos and communicating with the whole community, so I can relay the community's everything to you guys and stuff like that. Now at this point, I'm not really playing the game as much. I'm more of the community's point there. Everyone finds all the what everyone else has said during the community. I'm the one that's relaying it to you all, but obviously that's where most of my time is trying to listen to everyone to see what everyone's saying. Can you do a quick showcase of your blueprint locker? Not really quick. That wouldn't be quick. We could almost, oh, the actual locker on, oh, you mean the my bundle locker? Even that wouldn't be quick, especially on Warzone on this profile. That scrolls for days. Look at the size of the scroll. Oh, like camos. Oh, my camos. Yeah, I don't really have a lot. I'm not the one that, I don't bother with the storing a lot, so I'm not one of the people on my Discord. If you're in there trading in the Discord, you're going to have access to way more camos than me. I don't bother trying to collect up every camo, because I'm the person, I only really bother with things that I actually would use. I have the event ones though. I mean, this game just doesn't display shit properly. What the fuck is this? Peak Peak Call of Duty, guys. The B-Man camo. I don't know why it's not displaying stuff properly. Way too dark. Gonna come light? Or is it just gonna stay dark? We'll find maybe a different gun. This gun looks pretty wild, eh? With this on it. That's the PEP camo though, on that blueprint specifically. The B-Man camo, that's the cool camo. You get that from Raid 4 on Veteran in Modern Warfare 2. Can I hear you right? I can combine a store weapon I don't own with a camo I don't own. Yes, very easily. I mean, you can do that stuff if you're split screening and stuff, but I'm going to just work on this Warzone stuff first to show people this, because this is going to because this is what the main focus of the start of the stream. So we want to get this equipped, right? And yes, you can save these like this. So I don't own that. So you can do this, yes. So that's unowned, and you can save that or anything very easily. We'll get to that though. I mean, my dupes that show how to dupe, I think the simple as easy as one shows how to do that though. So we're going to go along and equip this, but it's not as simple as the video I uploaded yesterday anymore. I think they've changed something overnight, so we're going to just play with it. And it might not even be worth doing in Warzone anymore. So that's what today's going to go. So we'll just do the starting point. We can just go duplicate twice, as the video says, and equip one of them. I'm just going to do one over here. I know my video says to do it in multiplayer, only for your convenience, so you're not using split modes, but it doesn't matter. Put the other one over here. Then we go into zombies. Now you see, you can it's also going to put it into here as well, and you can get them into here. It still works for zombies and all these other modes. It's just Warzone where this new problem has happened overnight. It's because I think there must be silently making changes to Warzone to try and get it sorted to make it so people are going to have to spend money to get the new weapons for Verdansk and stuff. So they're going to try their hardest to make there's no exploits to be able to get that stuff. So now we've deleted those, we come back into multiplayer. If you're wondering what I'm doing, if this is confusing you, I'm not explaining this part because it's no different to what the tutorial says. This part hasn't changed. Alright, we've done that point, so we've saved our thing in private match, and now we're at that point where you go and choose what mode you're trying to go across to. You say duplicate of a blueprint, and then you're in the broken account state, right? So we come over and we select our class, so we'll just go along and choose a gun, right? Anything, just say duplicate on a gun, and now we're in the broken state. It won't duplicate it more, right? So then we want to go along, but we want to equip this gun here. Now this is where it gets a lot more complicated. Before, we would only have to do a couple more steps, which we still do those steps, but then you're going to notice it's still not going to be there, and we're going to have to do more. So now we're going to go along and say create new, right? And then we need to get out of here. Get a private match. Come into here and say duplicate, right? Just say duplicate and then back out, back to online. And normally, in yesterday's video, as of before today, that would be it. And then this would turn into that gun. But now it doesn't turn into that gun. So now we need to do extra steps. So we come into here, we say duplicate from here. Then we have to back out of here and go back to the private match. This is all the extra steps as of today. Then the gun's here. Now we come into it and we say duplicate. And now we go back to Warzone. And the gun should be that gun. Now, there's a chance it can be that gun. And if it's not, then you have to delete a couple blueprints to make it turn into that gun. It really behaves real weird right now. There hasn't come that gun yet. And then it just suddenly becomes it when you're deleting some. Gotta find the right one. None of those are ticked. See? So this is the way now. Now we've got it equipped. This is what you have to go through now. So much to be able to get it equipped. Now we've got this equipped, right? But it's not going to stay here anymore. Now I can go along and I can say duplicate the class so that it puts it down here, but it disappears it. It just takes it out of our class now. So now the second I come here and actually go into a match, it's no longer there. So I don't know whether we're going to have it working in Warzone anymore. Obviously, I need to play around with it. It may be possible, but right now at this stage, it's at that limbo of we can still put it in the class, but we got to maybe I'll have to just play with how I'm getting it to show up in the class, because it might just be that one way of doing it's not going to make it stick, but if I can get a different way to make it in there, then it will stick. And it's weird that even though once it's there, you can even make adjustments to it, and that doesn't even make it stick in this class. Like even adding the suppressor to it didn't make it stick in the class and everything. And it's not like in multiplayer where duplicating the class thing. Now, if I had done that duplication in game, it might have, but we couldn't get in game at that point because it had already done this. Now, I have got one more idea I can try, but then again, we're just jumping through a whole heap of loops to get it to work for one game. There is one more thing I can try with this, so we'll do it. Why not? Because that's what we're trying to work out. So again, we're going to do this. Delete that off. Delete that off. We're going to put this to this and this. Equip this one. Back out. Might be a matter of search for a match before we actually make it show up in our class. Then we don't have to go out and wipe it out. And then we can duplicate the class in game like we do in multiplayer. So I'll try and apply that to this and we'll see if that works. It might work. But man, we're jumping through loops and loops and loops just to equip something at this point. With multiplayer guns, I have Abyss and top 250 camos on. They disappear after I put them on multi. Yeah, it's the way you're doing it. I got a video that shows you how to do it properly. But we can show you that stuff in the stream. Okay, private match. Now, if this works, everybody that's watching has to hit the like button. That's the deal. If it doesn't work, you get away with it. You get a free pass. I'm gonna see if re-downloading fixes, but I hope it does. Wait, what? For some reason, after I was finished camo swapping, all my loadouts on Warzone are locked. What? I mean, you can have some weird freak things happen sometimes. See, like how here, this class is all like this. Like, how does this class just end up with a whole heap of whites, squares? There's lots of things that just happen in this game that are unexplained. I mean, I ain't done nothing to exactly cause this, but you know what I mean? That's just, this game is, there's lots of things in this game that are broken that are not even useful. I'm just trying to, so it's just a matter of finding out what ones are useful and how we can use them, because there's lots of broken that's just broken for the sake of broken. Like that. Broken's on broken. Yeah. And that's an understatement. That's where you know COD's bad, eh? When people are saying that broken up on broken is an understatement. Man, is there any glitches to equip locked operators? No. Operators have been one thing that they've cared the most about to try and stop. Like, they've been the hardest. In Modern Warfare 2019, they started getting really hard to duplicate operators. They were the one thing when we could duplicate everything else. We would only the operators would be the one thing that would get wiped. Back when we had Ghostface and stuff for Modern Warfare 2019. So they seem to really care about operators, and the things that they care about is weird. They just implement things to wipe them, but like they clearly don't care that you're doing the lock blueprints in zombies, because they don't even implement all this weird stuff that they do implement into zombies. They're just putting it in, well, they only cared to do it in multiplayer to start with, and now they're starting to care for Warzone because Verdansk is coming. It's only about whether or not they care, to be honest. How do you glitch a pack-a-punch camo in Warzone? Just put it onto your gun and then take the gun to Warzone. Obviously, you got to have access to the camo to be able to get it there. Okay, so now it shouldn't be there yet, right? Now we need to say search. Want to delete that. How the fuck did that get in there? Then we want to come into here. And we want to say a duplicate. Ah! Since when does my game ever fucking load in game that fast? Normally I'm sitting here for 10 minutes. The one time I want to have at least 1 minute to do what I need to do, it just instantly takes me in? Bruh. What? This game. What? Can I still delete from in here? No? Aw, bruh. Wasn't meant to... Oh, wait. I might still be able to do it yet. Hang on. Yeah. It might not be all over. I just say find match and then still go in and do it. It should still be okay. I gotta find the right one. Hopefully. Hopefully it's still gonna work, but going in game might have messed it up. No, we got it. Okay. So now we've still got it there. Weird, this new one, eh, guys? So now we've got it there and we're searching for a match. Let's try this. Just gotta wait for the match now. And then the idea is, once we get a match, we use our mouse for the in-game cursor and we say duplicate the class when we're in-game. And then it will, hopefully, it should be able to make it stick into the duplicated class. A lot of hoops you're going to have to jump through to get this though. I guess it's a matter of... And what pisses me off is that they can keep constantly doing these silly updates where they're trying to stop this stuff, but they're leaving the game scamming you with all of the weapons that they sold to you in bundles, but they've removed. They don't care to fix the spear that doesn't work. You can't use it, but they happily sold you bundles for it, which had blueprints for it. And they don't care that you can't use those. The twin shotguns, what is it? The double shotguns, they remove those. The reclaimers, they don't care that they sold you heaps of bundles and people spent $30 to get a blueprint for that gun. They don't add it back. They're just scam artists. But they care that you're going to touch a blueprint you haven't unlocked yet, instead of fixing the blueprints you've paid for. I mean, so you want to get as much before they patch it hard out. Yeah. Same with all the camos. All these camos. If you guys can't access camos, my sponsor provides what is it? Camos with soft unlocks as well for cheaper than the hard unlocks, where you can just get a account and then you can go along and dupe them to your main yourself. Then you'll have all the camos you need. Cheap. Now we're loading in. What pulled the purifier blueprint? I can try and pull it again when we get to that part. I'll get over to zombies and do all that stuff in a bit. We're just testing this stuff. I just want to see this gun load in. Which it might not. But we might.
Get geared up and stand by.
It didn't, see? Not gonna work, guys. They cared too much to stop that, even with us loading in with it on the class and everything. So I'll have to play on that. I think I'll play on that for... It's not saying that it's completely over for it. It's just that, well, at that point, what we're doing there, I might have to come up with another way to do it, or it might be dead. But the fact that that's happening might open up to blueprint pulling and all sorts of stuff in Warzone. We'll see. And the weird thing is it's only doing that for the padlocked unowned blueprints. It's not doing that for unowned camos, and it's not about the camos or anything. Literally, that's just about their their shop. Because you can use the camos fine. What? Blueprint swap camos fine and everything. It's just the blueprints from shops and stuff and unlocked stuff. So just things that have got a padlock on it. That's all. If it's got a padlock on it, it's going to wipe it, undo it in Warzone, even if you have it equipped. I mean, if you've already got a clip from previous, I think you'll be fine. Solo pulling blueprint still works. Yeah, in multiplayer it will. But we can get in and test that stuff out for you. So, I mean, that's just, I'm just confirming this part, the Warzone part for that. So I think we're all at agreement that that's pretty much dead for now until we put out a second video. So let's move on. So people are asking, so I want to try to get as much blueprints before they purchase. The purifier, what pulled the purifier? What pulled purifier? Let me just go into here. Okay. New way for the dupe, right? I'm gonna create a new method for everybody. Well, just a new way to make it easier for you, all right? So what you do is, if you're noticing, I'm not worrying about double logging or anything. What I'm doing is I'm coming into rank play of the player 1, right? This is the one you're duping to. Player 1 comes into rank play. If they have the option to say find match, you know that one is going to be sweet to be able to do the glitch. If you come into ranked play and it says you're not level 50 yet, you know that yours is no good to do the glitch. Restart your console, load back up, come into ranked play, and if it still says you're not rank 50, you restart again. Come into ranked play and it allows you to find a match when you're actually not when you are at the right rank to be able to play it, and you know that you'll be able to dupe fine. It's just another way of doing it. There's many ways you can just confirm that, but instead of the double login, because see at this point here, I can't check the double login because I'm already logged in. So another way to check it is I just go to ranked. Oh, yep, this one didn't log in, double log in, because if this one double logged in when I first started, right here in ranked, it would be saying I'm not level 55 and I wouldn't be able to play a ranked game. I would actually have to restart my console just to be able to play ranked if that was the case. But in this case, it's not the case, so now I'm sweet to start doing the dupe. So this profile is just going to take it on. So let's go along and see what pulls this blueprint right here, okay? So for me to be able to tell you, I'm just going to start with this blueprint and I'm going to see what blueprints this pulls, and obviously those blueprints will pull this. So let's do it that way. So we're going to reverse engineer this blueprint. So we'll bring in player 2. Yes, I can do all of it live. I'm live for hours right now. It's 11:45 a.m. for me, and I'm live till about 2:30 in the afternoon. Then I gotta get off to go do the school runs and stuff. So I'm live for hours, guys, so I can cover lots. Matter of what we get to at what time, but at some point I want to do some dupes out to people as well. So we bring in player 2, right? I don't even know what player 2 has in their class. That. Well, okay. So I'm going to see what blueprint of, say, what blueprint we need of, yeah, why not? The P9, right? So what blueprint was going to pull the AK from this? That's how we're going to do it, right? So all I need to do is come to the AK. Now I've got tutorials on this stuff, so just make sure it's not ticked on here. If it's ticked on here, say duplicate and then delete the ticked one. As you can see here, this isn't ticked because it's a locked one. I equipped it differently. So this one's sweet to go. So now we back out of here, player 1, and come back in with player 2. It's just that simple to do, right? But I got the tutorials on that. And now that brings this blueprint here, right? So if you own this blueprint of the PP, you will be able to get that equivalent blueprint for the AK. So if you have carrion PP, you can pull the blueprint of the AK. Now again, if we want to see what other blueprints you want, maybe you want to know what XM4 pulls it. So we'll just select the XM4 in player 2's class. Then we'll back out, come back in, and we'll see what pulls for that. So this one here, if you have this variant, which is wild mannered, if you have wild mannered blueprint, that will pull the AK that you're trying to pull. See how it's really easy to figure out what pulls things as well if you've got them, and you can see how I'm swapping through different things and what can pull what. So now if I was to want to go and pull the AK now, all I would do is I'd have player 2, and I would, with player 2, select a gun, right? Now, if I wanted this to be a camo on it, then you would just select a gun that has a camo on that, right? So I'd select, say, this, right? So, I mean, this one can't because it's locked, so you would have to go through the equip lock blueprints to put it in your class, so we're not going to be doing that for this right here, but you would, right? So then it would come with that camo, but for here, we're just going to do this because I'm not going to bother with the camo right now. I'm just explaining it. So now, what we're going to do is player 1's going to get this gun, but the variant equivalent of wild mannered, which we already know is the AK you're looking for. Now, what you can do is if player 2 was to have a variant here, you can blueprint merge, and then you can actually have a mixed blueprint. So we can have this one here, and it's going to mix this one with the other one now. So what happens here is when we back out here, and then when we come in, we now get the purifier, but it's going to be mixed. Hang on, this is ticked somewhere. I guess I've got a lot of blueprints here. We're just going to go wild mannered again. So we're just going to go wild mannered, right? Because that's the one we're saying to have in here. And now I'm going to delete that. So it's not ticked, right? So wild mannered you want, that's the one that's going to pull the blueprint. And then you want on player 2, you want to just have a base AK, right? A base AK for it, but because we're going to blueprint merge in this at the same time, we're going to chuck on this one. So a blueprint into player 2's class. Now, player 2 has the blueprint and player 1 both have a blueprint. It's going to merge player 2's blueprints attachments onto player 1's blueprints pulled blueprint. So watch this. So now we back out of here, and then we come back in. We come into here, and we get this. Now, it's merged. Well, it should be merged. It doesn't really... Oh, I think that's merged. I don't know. Hard to tell. I think this is off the different blueprint. It's hard to tell. But now we've got it like blueprint merged, right? And stuff like that. So then we can do that. Save it, and then we've got the purifier blueprint right there, right? So then we can do like that. Now, again, that's how you pull the purifier in that, and that's that one. Now, if I wanted one with camos, I could go along, and if I had selected a gun that I had with camos, it would have done that, right? So, for example, you guys want to see me put a PAP camo onto the purifier, right? So what it would have to do is you would first have to, on the count on player 2's account, is you would have to camo swap the camo onto the gun, the base gun that you're trying to pull, right? So to do that, so if I wanted to have player 1, so if I wanted to have this gun here with PAP camo on it, what I would need to do is I would obviously need to have started with either you could either start with this gun or any variant that's equivalent to pull that gun. So which was either the wild mannered or whatever. You could either start with this gun itself right here, and then you just have that in your class. With player 2, you would then need to have a base AK, right? And you would need it to have the camo that you're trying to put onto the gun, right? Which is really simple. Hey, Z, the legend has risen. How you doing, my friend? How you doing, my friend? So what we do here is then we would need to go along and do the camo swap onto... Does this even have the pep camos on this one? Yeah, this account doesn't have the pep camo, so I wouldn't be showing you the pep camo. But yeah. It's the same with any camo, ultimately. So what we'll show you here is I'll show you another gun that we actually have instead of that. Instead of the purifier, have an amazing day to you, Z. Appreciate it, my friend. So we come into here, and we'll find a gun that we do actually have the camos on this ult, which probably isn't a lot. I don't know what the ult this is, right? So we've got the aims, right? So that's on player 2, and on player 1 we have this. But now we're going to be pulling a variant of the aims, which is equivalent of this, and it's going to have the camo on that our other profile had. So for this, if it's ticked, we need to delete it. If you don't want it to keep it, you say duplicate and then delete, but we don't need to keep that. We've got 100 of it. We back out. Come into here, boom, and now we get this, right? It's a variant, but it's got the camo on it, and then the second we save it, boom, and now we save it as a variant with the camo. So that can be a pulled variant. If I wanted to change the variant, I could either, I'll just delete that one because I don't want to keep that one there. But what we can do is then, if I wanted it to be a blueprint, a different blueprint, I can go along and I could select this blueprint, right? Now, obviously, we don't want it to be the ticked one, so we'd go along, duplicate and delete. So it's not a ticked one. This thing still remains the same, so we're still going to be pulling this variant and aims with this camo on it. We're just changing the blueprint that we're pulling now. So now when we back out and we come in, I haven't seen this on my channel. It's because it's too hard to label everything with videos, guys. And on my channel, you guys might see 5, but there's 30 different ways to use glitches. That's why it's too hard to label everything. That's why it's really good to catch my streams, is because then I can cover this sort of stuff. Because I might have made videos on this stuff, which I have, but labeling them with that tiny little titles that we have, and where we have to do terms that people are searching for, so we can't actually just label stuff for what the actual thing is, because nobody's searching for that. So then if we were to make a video and just title it how to do this specific thing, it's going to get shown to nobody, even the people trying to find it, because they're not searching for that term. So we have to kind of generically BO6 glitch, and then we run out of space. We can't, so I have made heaps of videos on this stuff, but it's just buried, and that's just the hard thing. And it's kind of, the people that watch every video would have caught it, but then if you don't, that's kind of where this game's getting to. And now we're at this, right? See, so now this is pulled Warrior's Blood of this. Now, at this point, we could choose, okay, I like that. I'm gonna keep that. So now we do this, and we get a variant of that saved, which is countdown, sorry, right? Now, if you want to keep that and you want to see what else you can pull and still keep doing that camo, all you do is just say duplicate, so you got 2 of it, right? And then you delete the ticked one. So you still got it there saved, and then all we do is we come along to this, and we can either choose to do another gun with player 2, or we can go along and we can select a different gun. A different blueprint, right? So maybe we want to go with, find out what this blueprint pulls, right? So you equipped it, and then, well, obviously you say duplicate and delete, but in my case I just say delete because I'm not too fussed. Back out, come in. And then we get this, right? Which is Deathhorn, but whatever. Then we can go along and we can save it. And then we get Deathhorn. But as you've seen here, it's actually gone along and it's gone and replaced the other one. I think it did. Or did it just bury it down here? Oh no, there's the countdown. It didn't replace it. I thought it did for a second there, but it didn't. So you're not going to have any issues there. But after you get a thing, the best thing if you're worried about it ever replacing it or doing something like that to it, just always just duplicate it. And then delete the original. The duplicate will never, nothing will happen to it. It's its own thing that come out of nowhere. That's how I just secure things. Now I can forget about it. Now I have that forever there and stuff like that. That's just what you can do with these. Simple as, easy as. Now once you get something onto your profile, you can spread it through solo and you don't need the other profile for that stuff. So that's easy. Can you show how to set it up again? I'm a bit special. What's the it? Just unlock Nebula on everything from one gun, yeah. That guy mod, how's it going, man? So right now, if you guys had access to an alt account, all you need is an account like this that's pretty much got set up like, not so much this account, this one's a bad example, I'll be honest with you. I haven't set this one up with this. Because I don't really set them up. Because I'm not, myself, I don't focus too much on having the camos on everything. But you set one gun up with a whole heap of things like, I think my sponsor has some accounts and stuff like that for people that really wanted it. If you wanted to get an account that has all of this, a whole heap of C9s just with a different, the camos on them, they offer that, and then you can just get that, have an alt, and then you can just dupe it. And what you would do is you would only need one gun on an account that's got the camo on it. Say it's whatever. Why is this not even showing us the camos right now? So this here, right? We equipped it. Then on our main, whatever your account is, you just have it. Or whether it's whatever it's whether your friends unlocked the camo or something and you want to just grab it off them, then you just go along and we select a blueprint, right? But I wouldn't, if you're trying to do camos, I would not suggest doing it onto blueprints, selecting blueprints on the profile that's receiving it. I would suggest you just do base guns, right? Because then when you come out, you got to always make sure that's not ticked. Come out. And we come in, it's going to have the camo on it for the C9. It's going to be a C9. Now, if you had a blueprint here, this would become a blueprint, and then you end up with padlock problems and all sorts of problems. But if you don't have a blueprint equipped in here and it's a base weapon, this becomes a base weapon, and then you can save it and do whatever. And then on your profile, you now have that saved. And now you're ready to go along and do the spreading through your whole account, which is the next thing I'm going to cover and show next anyway. So yeah, so you guys can easily pull camos from other accounts, even whether it's just your friend. Maybe your friend's unlocked dark matter and you've unlocked nebula. Both of you get together, put one gun onto each other's account, and now you guys can go along and spread that to everything. Now let's show you guys how to spread that. So now that you've got one on your account, right? Simple. This is really easy. Come over to multiplayer. Start in multiplayer. Then you get down there and you smash that like button. That's a vital step. If you didn't do that, this won't work for you. Now you come across, you come to wars, you come into your classes, you find any one of your gun. You say duplicate and duplicate. Then you hit this and you equip one of them, right? Back out. Private match, come to the private match. Equip the other one. We made 2 duplicates, it's just the basic. 2 duplicates, one in online, one in private match, right? Then we come out, go to zombies. The same stuff as before. We got videos on this. Come along and delete those 2 duplicates. Right. Simple as, easy as. Go back into multiplayer. Private match. Gunsmith and make a change. Simple. Now we're ready to get into the broken account state. Because we're doing the camo swap thing, we would want to do it in a mode that has access to every gun. So for that reason, you go into Warzone. Now go into private match. Now, at this point, if you were trying to do it to your melee weapon and save a melee weapon, you could only do one weapon, right? And then you would have to redo the task. If you were trying to do other things, you could do multiple. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys the melee weapon first, and then we're going to go on to something else. So we're going to go along and save, I guess, this nunchaku with pack-a-punch camo on it, right? So to do that, we need to first go and finish the glitch off and get us into the broken account state. So we come along and just say duplicate. When we say the second time, it's not going to do it, right? We're broken. Now what we do is go find the camo we're trying to get. This camo here, we say duplicate. Then we go to the melee and we say create new on the melee weapon we want. Right? Just like that. Now we back out. Only do one. Just one. If you're trying to save a melee, just do one. Just the melee, then back out to the screen here. Then that's it, done. You now have that melee saved. You should be able to come along, and it should be there. Boom. It's just that simple now. You can now go along, and as I say, you always, once you've got something done, duplicate it. At worst, if something happens to this and it changes, you've got the duplicate. Now you've got the camo swapped melee, okay? You can go along and you can do that with all your things onto all sorts of camos and everything, right? How did I get the pack-a-punch camo? Just like that. Now, obviously, I have a massive following. Lots of people help me out, and because I've been posting glitches for years, I've got massive people who are more than happy to lend me their modded accounts with camos on them to pull off for me to use. So that's how I get them. I have access to be able to do that, right? I know not all of you guys are going to have access to that. If you want to buy something, Mitch does have accounts that do have that. That's not an option for everyone. If you want a free option, join my community Discord, and maybe you can find someone in there that is helping and handing them out. I mean, nobody's paid to do it. That's the thing. So if anybody's handing them out in my Discord server, it's out of goodwill and everything like that. So nobody's forced to do it, but there is a lot of people that do it. So you can also trying out in the Discord. All many ways. But it is modded. It's not a glitch to get it. Originally, you would have to have an account that has it. So let's show you guys now to the guns, how you can do massive amount of guns in one go. Okay, to have a bite, chicken. I don't know why you'd get kicked out for buying something. Anyway, now let's show you guys how to camo swap heaps. So we're starting again back in multiplayer and doing the double duplication and equipped. Go into private match and equipped it there. What's this? I have a ton of coursework. What's your job, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Security. Oosh. I don't know if that would be for me. Drunk people. Well, what sort of security, actually? Drunk people, man. They're a pain in the ass sometimes. They're only tolerable when you're drunk, too. Now, this here, I'm just showing you guys this working. I've got a full proper... I guess I'm not showing you it working. What the fuck is this? Fuck. I'm just this part here. I'm just going through the process of it, but I've actually got a proper tutorials on this in tutorial form too for you guys for this. If anybody's confused on what you're seeing's happening here, yeah, there's a proper tutorial that explains it, and I actually explain what I'm doing and everything. Now, looking after office blocks. Oh, okay, that's way better. I don't think anyone's gonna doing something too stupid around an office block, I guess. Okay. Oh, it's double logging in. See how it's doing that double login now, guys? That's that double login that we talk about where you wouldn't be able to dupe to this. And that's why I say about this ranked play, I couldn't go into ranked play right now. And if I can get into ranked play, I don't know why it won't even let me in there right now. That's weird. Like, I should be able to at least go in there. What? Wait a second. This game, it's so stupid. Why can't I go into ranked play? Got 100 issues. It's got so many issues that we've got like 30 that we can actually make. What? That's interesting. That actually, the glitches now, we just completed the glitch right here. All those steps that we done just before it just got the dev error didn't make us have to start the glitch over again. We just continued. Now it's just finished. So right here, we get here, and now we can just go along and say duplicate. What? I didn't expect it to be like that. So what? What? Even with the dev error. But that's not where I wanted to start it, so that didn't work. Are we back out of that now? Yes. Okay, we're back to normal. So, duplicate, and equipped. Not looking for any dev errors. Equipped. Go to zombies. Okay, then we go back over to private match. And this is where you'll go and you'll just spread them. So as soon as you get one gun on your account saved, then you just do this, and then you can just spread it to all your other guns. This is where it's easy. This is the one that you would most use. So then you would just come over here, and then you would just activate the broken. So by going duplicate, and then it's broken, right? Then any gun that you've got saved with a camo on it, you can just spread it. So you can go up to any gun with a camo, say duplicate, and then you just go up to anything. Especially if you own a blueprint, you can put it to a blueprint you own. And then you can just put it to that, right? Then that's going to have that cool blueprint on it. Simple as, easy as. Go along and do it to all of them. So you just go along duplicate, pull a new camo, and then put it onto this. Boom. Yeah, so I duplicated and pulled the same camo. Well, duplicate, create new, put it onto that. Boom. Come along. Find another camo when the game decides to actually... Why is it showing it down there? Duplicate. Create new. Boom. I don't know why it's doing weird shit there. What the fuck is that? The game's broken. I don't even know what just happened there. How did I even have option to select that? But you put that there and you'll just go along. I think you guys get the point there. Just go along. Duplicate up to take the camo. Put the gun into there. Like so. I've got an actual tutorial that shows all of this, and you'll just set it up, right? You would set up and you would do your whole thing like that. You would have all your guns with your different camos. Once you've done doing that, you would back out. Come back in. And then when you come here, those guns are still there, right, with the camos. Now you need to do this to save them. You have to save them in a certain way. You would have to go to each one. You'll have to make a change to it, however you want to change, put a charm or whatever it is, and it's going to save it. But after you do that, you need to then say duplicate and delete the ticked one. So that you've got it saved, but it's not the ticked one. What's that going to do is when it saves the next one, it won't replace that one. If you don't do that step, when you save the next one, it will delete the last one you saved and just replace it with the new one. So to stop it from just constantly just replacing it, only just using one save to each time, it actually just stops that happening. See, so if I was to go along here and I was to try and save this, bang, saving this, it would be right here, saved, right? AMR mod here saved as this, and then even if we were to rename it, blah blah blah, whatever, I don't even think rename will work, but it's Venema duplicate right here, right? Now if we to come out of here and to try and save this one, it would replace Venema duplicate because we did not duplicate the Venema first. So now when we come back to the sniper rifle and we try in here, there is no Venema duplicate because it got replaced. So to stop it doing that, all you simply need to do is after you save it is go along, duplicate and delete that one. Then when you go and save the next one, it won't replace that one. So now when we come along and we save this to this one here, we have this one saved right there. We go duplicate and delete the ticked one, so we keep it saved. But when we go back to the other one, what was it that we just saved? The payback. When we go back to the payback, it's still going to be there. Wherever it is. Right there. I think that was the one. Did we not save it with the camo on it? I don't know what we done then. We done something weird. Hang on. Where is the camo? Oh, it didn't have a camo on it. Did it not have a camo on it? Wait, are they wiping the camos off them now? When did this happen? When was all the silent updates happening in Warzone? We saved that one, eh? Venom and duplicate. Yeah, that's got the camo on it. Duplicate. I don't know why those other two just deleted. I'll just remove their camos. That one removed its camo too. Hang on, I'm going to play with this for a second. This one hasn't removed its camo. Let's go add that on. Duplicate. Come back to the sniper rifle. Has it lost its camo? Ooh. Oh, no? Oh, no? Hang on, guys. Let me have a little look at this. I think we just need to adjust one thing here. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to make a new clear tutorial. I know exactly what we're doing wrong there. Okay, let's do this. Fuck sake. Why are they changing things? But such subtle things that really don't do anything. They're just dumb changes. How do I save them merely with the camo? A class, because there's not an option for decal on charm. I showed how to do that just before I started doing this, so just scroll back on the stream. I just showed how to equip the nunchucks. Save it merely onto the camo onto the nunchucks. So this here, we just done this. Okay, so now we're going to be showing camo swap to all classes in Warzone. So let's go along. We want to do the double duplicates. Duplicate. 2 duplicates. 1 in online and 1 in private match. Go into zombies. Delete them. Yeah, alter this. Now make our way over to Warzone. Now it's how we're saving them. Okay, so we're here in Warzone, right? Now we want to just initiate the broken account, blah, 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 right? So now we've got broken account glitch, right? So now let's go along and say duplicate with the camo. I mean, let's grab a camo that I don't have on Evenik. Yeah, better. That one. And we're going to go along and we'll put it onto this, I guess. So we'll say create new build on that, right? So that's got a camo on it, right? Then we'll go along and we'll say create new build with this. So that's got a camo. Then we'll go along and we'll say create new build. So that's got a camo. That can have a camo. And that can have a camo. So on, right? That's more than enough. We're going to show you guys that you can do. You can do your whole class, but I'm not really interested in doing my whole class. Okay, so we got that much, right? Those there. Now, once you've got your classes set up, you back out. Now to this screen, and then we come back in. Private match, create private match. Come along, and then we need to save it like this here, okay? So come along and alter it. So alter it, whether or not you want to alter a charm or whatever it is you want to alter it, doesn't really matter, it's up to you. Just whatever. Alter it to make it save, right? Now that it's saved, we want to go along and we want to just say duplicate. Don't delete this ticked one because it's going to actually wipe the camo off. That's what's going to wipe the camo off at this stage. So just say duplicate, and this is the one that's going to remain. This is going to get wiped, but you'll keep this one. So now, after we've done that, we come to this and we do the same to this. like so. Then we go along to the next one. Boom. And after each one, you just say duplicate. And as you'll see, these other ones that we were doing it to, I don't know what one it was on. Hang on, I'll have a look. It was this thing here. But as you see, we've still got this here. Where is it? It should still be there, but there's not two of it, right? It got rid of one, but we got the duplicate. And that's how you'll go around doing this now. You'll just go along and just have all of these like this. So then we'll come along to this one. Boom. And you can just do the whole class. And after saving each one, just say duplicate. I'm at max build, so I'm not going to do that, but you guys get the point. Go along and I don't know why I'm at max builds. I don't even have that many builds. How would one even trade camos? You would only do that if you were on a new gen console with the ability to duplicate from one account to another account yourself. Because then you can just have an alt that's level 4, level 1. Send those details to somebody else that can also duplicate. They could put their camos onto the alt, and they can also pull your camos off the alt that you've put on that alt. So that alt can be used to trade, which is absolutely worthless to anybody because it's level 4 and worthless. So nobody's really stealing those. I mean, there's no point to stealing something like that. It's an alt, so there's nothing details linked to it. It's not linked to any payment options. No one can scam you or anything with it. There's no money transactions. So you can trade like that with an alt. But I only say to do that if you have new gen consoles and you can duplicate yourself. If you can't duplicate yourself, then that's not really an option for you, because if someone puts something on an alt, you still can't pull it off that alt and put it to your main. But if you can do the duplicating, it's easy, because you can just send somebody an alt. They can pull you. You can just put your camos onto an alt, and then just give the alt to your buddy, say your buddy, and then they can log in, and then they can just pull your camos and save them onto their gun. Like, you know, they only need to save it on one gun, and then they can spread it later. And while they're at that, they can then just put one of their camo that they have onto the alt as well, and now that alt has your camo on it and your buddy's camo on it on one gun each, and now both of you have your camos. Don't do it with your mains or anything, just with alts. And that's also what my sponsor, I've got them, they're trying to create some alts for you guys if you guys want to just buy one and you don't want to try and trade for one. Trading's cheaper, but it's going to be more hassle. Just buy an alt and then just pull off it if you want. Got all the camos and wonder weapons from B-Man's Discord and info. Yeah. I'm too broke. Yeah, exactly. I don't buy camos. I'm not saying I'm someone out there spending it, but I know that some people in the world, money's nothing to them, and time's worth more than money to some people. So if you're that side of person, hey, there's someone that's providing that for you if you really want that. But there is other ways you can get it cheaper, like my Discord. But then again, I have people always DM me saying that they've been sitting for ages, asking for ages in the Discord, and they'll just rather buy it. So I guess it's just up to the individual. Time is money. Yeah, to some people are making big money, and then the time, that half an hour is worth more in time to them than blimmin' $50. You know, some people are on big money. They ain't got time to sit in Discords. I understand that. What am I doing here? Why am I on this? Oh, yeah. What were we doing? Yeah, so you can get these all saved. Just spread them through. Let's go through. I think someone was saying the troubles with multiplayer using the camos. Let's go and show you. Now, once you've got them saved, say you've got them all the guns saved, with multiplayer, you just come in and you equip them in game. You don't equip them out of game for multiplayer. So those guns that I just saved, we're going to go in and we'll go along and use them. What did I just save? What did I save? I think I saved... I wouldn't have a clue what I just saved. I know it was a cipher. This, right? Now, if we try and equip this here, it's just GG, it's not going to stay, right? It's just going to get wiped out. But we can still use that and everything, and I'll show you where. Just at the start of the match is when you got to equip it. Ain't got time to ask around for free. Here's $20, give me my shit. Exactly. It's easier, eh? I don't think they're quite $20 though. New Zealand economy sucks for sure. Fucking today, driving, just doing the school runs, and then I decided, oh yeah, I'll just get a sausage roll from the gas station on the way home. $17.80 for a V drink and a fucking 2 sausage rolls. And the sausage rolls were so disgusting, I could only eat one, and I threw, and the other one's still sitting over there gone cold because I didn't want to eat it. $17, bro. See, so here, at this point here, is where you'll go along and you equip it. So right here. And then I equipped it here, and I can just use it. So you should have no trouble using your camos if you equip them the first time you go to use the class. When you have trouble is if I was to go and try and equip another one now that had a camo on it now. See, it's so like a top 251 now. Eat my words. Apparently I won't. Apparently I just don't have trouble using them either. Yeah, you can use all your shit. I don't know. Just it's just equip the guns at the start of the game. The pies are goated. Oosh, I might have to try it. I'm hating Jester's. I used to love Jester's pies, and then a couple times I got from really bad pies. And once I got a Jester's pie, and it had this fucking weird big clump of couldn't even tell what it was in it. And that just from that time I never brought another Jester's pie. And because the gas station is the gas station that sells the Jester's pies, I didn't want to buy a pie, so I got 2 sausage rolls, but it cost me $17. Jester's sausage rolls, they're yuck. Can you merge some ranked weapons to see which ones are sick? What do you mean some ranked weapons? What does the mode matter? Oh, let's show you guys this. How to, where I've been playing around. I don't know whether or not we might find bot lobbies and stuff for this. So I see there's 50 viewers. So there must be at least 10 or so glitches watching. Get down there, smash that like button, and let's show you guys this thing. This interesting thing that I found about these modes. Now, I can't do this over here just now because of the class I'm running, but I can do it from this. You need wonder weapons to be able to do it in zombies. I might do it in zombies as well, so we'll just restart. We'll just restart so that I can do it in zombies. I'll just pull a jet gun over onto my account because we might as well prep to do the jet gun giveaways in it. Just a question, does account camo duping still work? Yes, I showed that in the stream. Definitely works. Did I say shut down or restart? No. Starting. Hey yo, what the fuck? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Sorry, I missed that message. Where do people buy cheap COD accounts? I'm out here with my sub to Game Pass, but I'd rather just get the game Since that's all I use the Game Pass for. You don't need to buy an account to play the game though. Accounts, it's free to play. If you got Game Pass, what are you doing? I'm not sure I get what your comment was on about. You need to title your live, watch other videos for your answers. I mean, in a channel that's primarily tutorials, that kind of goes without saying. What's the tutorials? That's all this channel really is tutorials. Luger, I would say I done it within the past hour. That's about all I know. Sorry. We're about to dupe the jet gun over there, and it's all the same. You're about to see that. See how I come in here, and I've got no numbers underneath the ranked. I'm sweet to go in and everything. This isn't going to double log in. I know it's going to work. I'm good to do the dupe. So now I load in. We got to go and prep for the dupe. So what you do is you got to make sure that you're not got a ticked weapon. If it's a ticked weapon here, you just need to make sure it's not. Now, if you like this weapon and you don't want to just delete it, you would say duplicate first and then delete. But in this case here, I think I've already got that. Yeah, I've already got that, so I'm just going to delete it. Right, so this weapon that's equipped, it's got the tick here, but it's nothing here on this line that's ticked, right? That's what you need to do. That's the setup. Bring in the other account that has a jet gun. What account is that gonna be? Have a clue. Possibly this? Or is this... I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever wonder weapon it is the one we're using. We have, oh, yep, it's jet gun. Cool. Okay, so back out to here. This is how simple it is. The dupe, it's literally this step. Player 1 backs out to this screen, and player 2's controller goes into that screen. That is as advanced and as many steps as the dupe is. The dupe is done. 2 steps. Back out, come in, done. As long as player 1 has already prepped for it and their stuff is already ready, it's just that simple. It's done. That's how easy it is to dupe. And as you see here, that's the camo dupe. So you're asking for how to dupe camos? I just duped the camo over on this gun. It's whatever gun player 2 has, and the camo that they have selected is what's going to show up on the gun in player 1, right? So if player 1 wants a shotgun with nebula camo on it, player 2 just needs to equip a base shotgun with nebula camo on it, and then do the glitch, and player 1 will receive a shotgun with a nebula camo on it, etc. Real simple, real easy, but that's just that jet gun. Now, after you do the jet gun glitch and the dupes and that, always just back out player 2 and then just go in and load into a game just to secure it in the class. You guys want the jet gun? I think my sponsors also offers that as a service as well. But again, there's also people that do it free, like me and in my Discord server. You just gotta manage to catch them in amongst the whole ocean of other people. And we had the jet gun, right?
Population, well, less than yesterday.
Now let's show the mode stuff, which I got sidetracked off just then. So what we were actually doing is showing this new thing I was just playing around with the other day, which is pulling modes into the other things. And I don't know whether we're going to be able to actually have much with this or what's going to come of this yet. But at this point, all I've really done is run into a whole heap of dev errors trying to run modes in the wrong, trying to run modes from the wrong mode, right? So say trying to run multiplayer modes in zombies and multiplayer modes in Warzone. When I'm trying to run Nuketown in Warzone, it tells me that you have to own the full game to be able to do this and stuff like that. You'll see it's kind of comical. It's all solo, so let's get into this. So for this, for the multiplayer side, you need to have a class. See this class here? How the guns are whited out? So you'll be able to now do this in Warzone. Holy shit. Their update last night just made it. I was unable to mess with this with Warzone yesterday, but now, since yesterday's update of them fucking counting, always opens up new stuff. Now I can get an invisible gun into this class. Yes. I had my classes here saying none before earlier, which means I should be able to then pull Warzone classes over. Oh shit, this is going to get a lot more interesting now. Yesterday when I was playing with this, I couldn't figure out how to make it work for Warzone, but now I've just figured that out. So it's going to get a lot more interesting. But let's just play around with what I was playing around with the other day, eh? So we'll show you guys. So I'll have to go along and pull, like you've seen in the stream earlier today, we had a class like this in Warzone. So that I show you how to do this if you're wondering how to get this happening. I show it earlier in class in stream. I've done it in Warzone class. But you need to get a class that has no gun in it, right? So then when you try and go to the gunsmith, this happens, right? Now, with this right here, this is interesting because with this, we can now use that to manipulate going through modes and stuff, guys. It's really cool. Now, so also, you can also, if you have a wonder weapon in your class, you'll be able to just use the wonder weapon to do that. So if you just press X on a wonder weapon, it's going to do the same thing and it's going to do that, right? So people with wonder weapons, you'll be able to do it from the zombies real easily, but but you all will need to have other things to be able to do it in these other classes. So let's show you guys what you can do with this. So like say, hang on, what mode is it going into right here? Multiplayer, right? Mr. Mac Attack. Hey buddy, welcome to the stream. So like this here, so we're going to say Nuketown, right? I say I want to go to Nuketown, I start looking for a Nuketown. Then I come to my loadouts and I say X, and then I cancel. Cancel it loading so it goes offline, say retry, and now I get to this screen. But it's still loading into a game of Nuketown. Still looking for a game of Nuketown and it's searching. And now I'm in Warzone trying to play with Nuketown. And you can do this with all the modes too, if you know doing. So I was playing around with it yesterday, and I was getting dev errors of trying to load zombie modes into multiplayer and all sorts. So this is the one where this is where the glitches need to unite. Just throwing it out to there because I know that this is the type of glitch where when the glitches unite, they end up figuring out the bot lobbies, because this is the type of stuff that gets bot lobbies back in Black Ops 4 and all sorts of stuff like that. You would pull zombies modes into multiplayer and stuff like that. So this is the type of stuff that gets the bot lobbies and stuff like that, you know? And stuff like that. Do I have a tutorial on this? No. This is just, you catch my streams where I'm doing menu glitching and you catch this sort of information. This isn't a video stuff because I only make videos once I've got stuff finalized. There's a lot of stuff that I do that doesn't get into videos because, well, if we expose too much of everything before we find it into something, then it doesn't become something. But like this thing here, I want all of the glitches to be able to get out there and play around with this as well, because this is the type of stuff that they might be able to figure out the bot lobbies. It might be one person might just bang, oh, we done this back in Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare 2, we done this, and then it's just a matter of, oh, we'll apply that here, and next minute we've got a working bot lobby or something. It might be a matter of doing it from Warzone, but you can also do that from the other modes. So you come across to here. Now, if we bring it into here, you can bring the, like make it show prop hunt and everything in there. So like here, I'm come to here. See, we get to zombies, it's searching, and then we come into here, it's got like this. Now, do I have a save file? I do have one. So we'll load a save file, but it's setting up a lobby for multiplayer Nuketown. See, we got to start really mixing shit together here. And this is where I think it's going to be a matter of, see, now we kind of come in here, go back into zombies. And now we can go through. Oh, is it still searching? No, it's not yet. Hang on, guys. It's about finding the right thing, I think. I think there's something here. We're going to get stuff here because I almost had it before. And it was loading into Dome or something and stuff like that. And then it dev-errored and hard crashed the whole game. I think I was doing gun game. Prop hunt. Wait for it to find the match. What did it just do? What was that noise? Oh, that. Prop hunt, searching for players. And then we can go like this. I was also looking at taking other modes into ranked. Because if we go like this, come into ranked. But it's already searching for a prop hunt. Now is it going to search for a ranked prop hunt game? And stuff like that. Now, if I had that same class in here with the thing, I need to figure out more on getting the invisible classes too, because I want it in all my modes. So then I can pull this mode, because maybe I can pull a ranked mode into something else. And maybe get SR in as playing zombies. Imagine that. Doesn't start the match. Yeah, I mean, wait, you'll see it tries this. I think it's also about when you do the joining the part. I'm just explaining some stuff here. Like at this point, it's not going to start a match here. But watch this. If I time it right and do the right one, hang on. Look, we'll do it from zombies because it's easier to. Because I'm already find a match. So watch. So we do it from zombies. Standard squad up, squad full. Do play solo. Liberty Falls, right? Not Liberty. Let's add a tomb. Search, right? Let it find it. Searching for a match. Searching for a match. Waiting. Boom. Retry. Come into here. Come into multiplayer. I didn't hit it that time. I hit it before. See, it's more. It might be a timing thing and all sorts of stuff. It might be the right timing, the point of what you do it, because all of that is these results are really different. Doing it like that. Okay. So it's the point where I'm doing it too late now, I think. Hang on. I got to figure out what point I was doing it before. Searching. Searching for players. It was starting before. I had it before I had it loading into a match of, what was it? Dome or something it looked like. But yeah, this is going to need a lot of playing around with. It might be nothing, might be a complete dead end, but it might be something. I had the multiplayer modes come up on here too and everything. I'll wait for it to find a match before I do that. Wait a bit. About to begin. Not behaving exactly how it was yesterday either, which is throwing it off. I don't know what they changed quietly overnight, but they changed something and it's really affecting a lot of stuff. But not in the ways you would expect it to affect anything. Come to the mosh pit. Keep searching. Okay, so now we're loading level, but we're going to go into zombies. Now we're in zombies, loading the level. Multiplayer class and zombies. So now we're in zombies with our multiplayer classes. See, this could get interesting. Could this become an unlock? Oh, I wouldn't know. See, this is where we're starting to step into a bit more of unknown territories. Waiting on party leader. Ever. While we're there, we might be able to use that. Or maybe... Could we almost... Wait, was that... I wonder if I could use that to equip Modern Warfare 2 items into zombies. If we stack this Warzone one over. Was that multiplayer's UI over zombies? So, we can go... Wait. On Nuketown. Wait for the match. banned from the server for nothing. I doubt it was nothing. Make loadout invisible for multiplayer. Did I miss in the stream how to make... I didn't show it. And mine's just already like that. Oh shit. Now I'm loaded into a game I wasn't meant to.
Let 'em have it, Black Ops.
I wonder what happens if I try and edit that here. Doesn't let me look. Doesn't even let me go into the gunsmith for it. That's crack up. I thought it might do there. Didn't. I doubt you're asking for help about pulling blueprints, or you got banned for however you went about it or something. I don't know. I'm not involved in all of that stuff. I will ban someone if they're being rude to others, though. So if you've been banned for being stupidly rude to somebody and while you're asking for stuff, then that'll be why. But I wouldn't have a clue. People don't get banned for nothing, though. So that's not a thing. People get banned for not sticking to the community rules of the Discord, though. Okay. Now, I want to get the jet gun out to some people, and I'm running low on time now. It's 1 o'clock, an hour and a half, and people need to. Anybody who's wanting a jet gun, now's the time to start sending a Discord message through. Anybody wants it? If you're buying, buy it from his admin team or you get banned. No one needs to be buying anything. Don't buy from my admin. My admin shouldn't be selling anything. The fuck? There any unlock all glitches? Pretty much the equipped locked weapons and that is the unlock all, but I mean, nah, not for attachments and things like that. I mean, the game doesn't operate like that anymore. You can equip attachments on a gun, but it just if it's not unlocked, that attachment's not unlocked, the game just won't load it in game. You can go and build a blueprint with all your attachments on it in private match, real simple, real easy. But if you equipped it online, the game just doesn't load in the things that aren't locked. See how it's not like old CODs, where once you got something equipped, it loaded in. This is kind of done differently. Anybody trying to get their jet gun done to their account right now, send your details through and we're happy to get it on. An easy free option for people. Or a camera or two. On game, you sure can. Send the details through on Discord. Servers worked. No, I just don't care for people that are after if you didn't follow the rules and you got banned. I don't have time for people trying to argue with all of that stuff, man. That's just the way it is. Follow the rules so you don't get banned. Once you get banned, you get banned. We're not interested in hearing people make up excuses for why it happened. Just don't do it in the first place. Create another profile if you want to come back in. Otherwise, if we entertained that, we would have every single person that got banned trying to come up with excuses and trying to have half-an-hour conversations to try and get around it. So we're not interested in that for that reason. If you're banned, that's it. You may be serious, but the thing is, how do I know whether you're being serious or whether you're just making up a whole heap of lies? There's no way to verify what you're saying. So if you're banned, the ban is to verify that you must have done something to get a ban, because we don't just diss out bans for no reason. So we don't need to ask nothing. That's it. The answer's no one gets unbanned on my server. Behave properly. It's a privilege to be in the Discord. You're more than welcome to be on the channel and in here, but if you can't behave the way the Discord server requires you to behave, you can't be in there. I mean, we don't need everybody in there. We need the people in there that are going to follow the rules and behave the way they have to. If you are someone that's sending a DM on Discord for the jet gun, let me know in the chat, because I'm not seeing. I always have that issue where you're not going to pop up in the top of the list, so I wouldn't even see if you did DM me. I would have no idea if you've DM'd me or not. Even your friend got banned when he didn't type anything. I highly doubt that. That's a whole lot of bullshit. No one's sitting. There's only 3 people that run our Discord, and none of them have got us sitting there waiting just to ban random people for no reason. What you're saying doesn't even add up. You guys got banned. You've done something probably, and it might even be from one of the bots, because you've done stuff that the bots don't allow. That's on you. If you're banned, it's on you, man. Is fellas trying to buy another wonder weapon from? What? Jet gun. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. And then next thing I know is B-Man's Discord channel. Huh? I mean, you don't have to buy jet guns. I give it away free. I encourage others too. I mean, there's paid services there if you want to buy it and don't want to try and waste your time trying to get it free. Like right now, you have the opportunity to get it free right now from me. I don't allow any selling of anything in my Discord, because selling is against Discord's terms of services and stuff like that. There's no selling in my Discord. Yes, I have an external website that I'm letting advertise, but that's not actually, I'm not actually the person that's doing any of that sales. I'm not the person that's in control of any of that. I'm not running that. And that's not done in my Discord. They've just got links to their stuff from my Discord. So you probably wouldn't be, you shouldn't be able to find people selling in my Discord, because they're breaking the rules and they're doing it. they won't want you, they won't want you to let me know about that, because selling in our Discord gets you banned. GC activities. You're an idiot, bro. No one's banning anyone. I have mods. And we have bots that do the banning. Wait, you got to use unlock tools for jet gun. No, you don't have to. No, not on the account. You can duplicate it without the tools. Obviously, one account that the tools, the jet gun's getting duped off originally would have had to be tooled, but only one account originally needed the jet gun put on with a tool, and now there's glitches, so you can just duplicate it without using tools. I asked to buy from someone in your trade group because I didn't want to wait around. Yeah, the problem with doing that is you have no verification that you're not gonna just have a scammer just pick you up if you're offering money out of nowhere. Hey, Turn. Welcome to the stream, my friend. CG activities. There's nothing wrong. The Discord runs beautifully. Only people crying is a couple people that have been banned for either selling or they were a bit sketchy or whatever. They're awesome. If you don't like it, you don't have to be there, bro. That's the other side of it, bro. The Discord is literally just an extra for my community. If you don't like being there, don't be there. Come join the streams and be on the channel without the Discord. No one's forcing you to be there. On a 5 more SIM card and fresh. That definitely tells us by the type of person you are if you've got banned and you're saying you haven't even interacted with the Discord. We know that you're full on cap because that doesn't even happen. Did you find a workaround for the equip lock blueprints in Warzone? Not to have them working. We found a workaround to equip them, but then it just wipes them. So that's no good for that, but that might be good because for getting wiped classes in Warzone. Because if you use the new method to equip them, and then you duplicate the class before it wipes them, it wipes it out of the class that it's duplicated and puts it to a blank class, which is then what we're using right here to do this stuff. So, yeah. Screenshots for what, GC? You're just weird. You just... See, that's the thing, mate. You just drama out of nowhere, and now you just got muted on here too. That's the side of things, mate. People just cause drama. Now you're no longer around for the drama. That's how the community runs so well. That's probably why you're banned in the Discord, for the same reason now you're muted on the YouTube. LOL. I get a clue, man. So, I might actually try doing that, putting that blank class into Warzone right now. So, to get that blank class in Warzone. The max build limit. I hate this build limit, man. It's so dumb. I barely have any blueprints saved when you think about it. And I can't delete half my blueprints. This game is becoming so stupid. I got hardly any blueprints I can delete. Can't delete it. Want to delete it. I've got nothing to delete. How am I at build limit? I thought they said they fixed that. I got nothing to delete really. Well, I have 30 here, but 29. Why does it say I have 29 blueprints here and 96 ASWELLs? Fuck, no wonder I got nothing. Holy shit. Okay, we found the problem. I miss enjoying zombies. Same. Same. Julian. Yes, I do. Your number is blocked just by another number for verification. Okay, what was we doing just there? Oh yeah, freeing up the account to be able to do that. So now let's try and get an empty class into Warzone. So, we want to do a duplicate. Oh, delete that one. Okay, empty class into Warzone. Duplicate, duplicate. So we get the two. Equip them. In. Equipped. Then go to Warzone. Oh, zombies. Not out to there. Doesn't matter though. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Has anyone messaged through yet? Oh, someone has. Gonna get Jack in. Jack, MA. Sure can. Send your details through, my man. Once I'm finished with this, we'll get you in. Okay, just doing that stuff, right? No, come on. Oh, the other side of this is you're going to actually have to have an unowned blueprint to be able to equip too. Why the fuck is that coming up randomly? Okay, why is that bullion? That's weird. Duplicate, duplicate, doesn't want to equip that. Cool. Go along and equip this. Right, so we got that. And then we're going to back out of there. Got a private match. Man, a lot of things though. But I guess this is the type of things you would expect to do to be able to try and set up a bot lobby. If they were to try and hide it into something, you would want to hide it into mega steps like this. Oh, we suddenly got everything equipped. Gotta love that. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Wait, we got double snipers too. This game, man. I tracked again. It's too easy to get sidetracked with this game because these glitches do too much. Why did it boot me to here and not back into Warzone? Why did it do that? It should have put me here. Okay. Now we come out. Number 3 is the ticked one. Okay. Hated going right out there. Hopefully that didn't mess it all up. Okay, so it's still there. Now we need to go along and we need to make that show up. So I think it was the 3rd one. In. This one. There. So now we've got that to show up, right? Now we got to do the next point. We got to get our mouse. Oh, fuck. Oh, why did I go? I went too far. That was dumb. Now it's gone. That was dumb. Gonna get it back in now. I was not meant to back off this screen. I was meant to stop here. But I went back out too many screens because I wasn't thinking. Now I gotta go through that again. I needed that set up though. That's gonna be the class I want empty. Okay. Renzi, I've shown how to do all the camo swapping and stuff in this stream. Just scroll back on the stream. Okay, duplicate, and equip this one. Zombies. You want to know, just random, someone used the tool originally, because there's hack tools in this game is broken. There's tools to pretty much do anything in this game. But the truth is that once someone uses a tool on one account, hundreds of people can then just use glitches to be able to safely get it off the tooled account without using tools anymore. So an original account will just use tools, hack tools. I mean, it's not hard for the hackers to create hack tools for Call of Duty. It's so reused and everything. The tools that are probably for the current Call of Duty probably not much different from the ones from past Call of Duties. So they probably don't have to change much. Call of Duty is so heavily recycled. There's no original glitch to get a wonder weapon to show up on your account without already having an account that has it on it, if that's what you're asking. For that reason, that's the reason you haven't seen a video on my channel saying how to get jet gun unlocked or how to equip jet gun. I don't make that video because there isn't a way. That's a glitch. How to get jet gun is to dupe it from another account. So I'll have a video on how to dupe wonder weapons, but I won't have a video telling you how to get a wonder weapon. There's a difference. It's all in the wording. I will tell you how to dupe it. I won't tell you how to get it because it's a paid item. But once you get an account that has a jet gun on it, I can tell you how to put it onto other accounts from that. And that's what my videos do. And I don't sell legit gun or anything, or that as a service. So if I've got the time and you catch me, I'll give it to you for free. Or if you want to just buy it and you ain't got the time to muck around with me, my sponsor, I think they offer a service as well for it. So you can check them out. Duplicate. Private match. Okay. See how many hoops we have to jump through just to get this to work now. Now we've got... See, it just shows up this time. Why did that not just show up last time? Why do I have to come into here and have to go and delete a whole heap before it shows up last time? But this time it's just there. This game, it's so inconsistent. It's so hard to give you guys a consistent tutorial for things because it's not consistent for us when we're trying to do it, even though we do the same things every time. Duplicate. Wait. It fucking... It's so inconsistent. It's hard to predict. It's so unpredictable. Why did it just swap it off that? So... This is all the stuff that goes into my videos before I make a video. Is days and days of just doing this sort of shit. But I don't normally do it live. There we go. Now that we got that, we come along. Duplicate. Fucker. Didn't have one to dupe into. Dupe. Now, this should end up blank. Oh, duplicate again. Delete this one. And dupe it again. Duplicate. Delete. We're going to try everything with this thing, so we're going to go along. This won't equipped. It did equipped? What the fuck? Did not expect that to equipped. That won't. Okay, I knew that wouldn't. Okay, so now we got that. Say duplicate. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. These will probably go empty. Now we're out and we come back in. Go empty this time. Why did it put it back to those ones? I'm gonna have to play around with this heaps. Casey, I've got no line of thought for people that have, after they've been banned. Don't get banned. Then don't get into that. That's all it is. I'm not interested in arguing with people about bans. If you're banned, that's just too bad. Shouldn't have got done whatever it was that gets you banned. That's the thing. You're respectful and everything, you don't get banned. If you're banned, there's something you're not wanted in the Discord for some reason. And I'm not interested in sivering through to find out what that reason was. Hey, Copper. And Casey, that's the sort of behavior of why you're banned. So That just you've just reinforced of the bans are good. The server's running really well. Okay. Now, Jack, are you in chat and ready to go? A Jack. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna get on to yours. Up the cover thing. Okay, Jack, need the code. And it's from a different email. Just curious, does the Warzone lock blueprint equip method not work anymore? No, it doesn't work anymore. We just established that in this stream. Something happened overnight. They done something overnight. It's interesting that they've changed stuff overnight, but they haven't actually said anything on Twitter or anything. That's different behavior from them. Well, I wouldn't make a habit of putting your codes into a YouTube chat, guys, just for the future. Those that are doing the codes, just put the code into you. And through the same place you put in your emails and that. Yeah, that mode merging stuff has got potential, but it's a matter of showing it out to the community. Now that the community knows about it, hey, you could find something pop up anywhere about it. Keep your eyes peeled. It was more of a matter of making the community aware that, hey, there's something there. Get in and play with it. I'll be playing with it too, but someone else might have an idea and throw something out there. Recently, I'm not helping on personal one-off like that sort of issues, man. You gotta kind of, with this sort of glitching, I show you how to do the glitch, and then when it comes to this game with how these glitches are, it's up to you to problem solve with that point on per weapon. The glitch, you know, you can do the glitch if you can do it with one weapon. Now you go and apply that same glitch you done on the other weapon to the other weapons, I guess. I mean, the glitch is, the camo swapping is not gun specific, so what works on one weapon is going to work on all of them. If you get what I mean. So if you're wondering, if you're talking about the melee weapons, just go and watch my tutorial. I've actually got a tutorial that specifically shows you the melee weapons. And I also done that in the stream as well. If you want to see that, scroll back on the stream. I saved a pep camo on a melee weapon. Frankenstein. Hey, my friend. Welcome to the stream. See how simple this is? As long as the gun's not ticked, it's going to work, right? I don't even have to do anything to this guy's account. It's just going to be this simple. Look at how simple it is to dupe the deck gun over. I'll bring in player 2. The account that has it. So step 1, bring in the account. That's actually a step because this is so easy. See, bring them in. That is the account that's holding a jet gun, right? Now with player 1, step 1, pretty much because, well, 2 players in. Now from step 1, back out with player 1. Come in with player 2. You're done. You now have a jet gun. Can't get harder. Can't get simpler. If it doesn't work, you just do it twice. But hey, look, it's there. It's simple as, easy as, it's done that simple. The most easiest glitch in the world. If people are having trouble, I don't know what to say. Make sure you load into a game afterwards to secure it onto the account. Now, I'm not got anyone else on the list that's been DMing, so if you've sent a DM, I can't see it. There you go, buddy. You now got yourself the jet gun. Just that simple, guys. It's just that simple. Where do you DM? On my Discord. Direct message me on Discord, but I might not see it, so you might have to figure out how to make it so I can see it. Oh, we're waiting for someone to send through. I'm just gonna grab, make myself a coffee. I'll be back. Yeah, no problem. Just send the details through. There's no one in line at the moment. Most of the people watching aren't DMing their accounts through to get done or anything. I've got about an hour to get them through them. So the sooner you send them through, if you take an hour to send them through, don't think that you're going to get it done in after an hour. But now, yep. No, I don't do anything for PS5. I don't own a PlayStation. Nah, I'm not doing blueprints and stuff like that. I'm just doing a jet gun right here. To do all of that stuff, you'd have to... yeah, nah, I'm not doing all of those other things right now. I'm just doing jet gun because that's what's in the class right now, and I'm just duping the class over. And nah, I don't have a whole heap of camos like Vic does and stuff like that because I don't collect them up. I'm not someone that cares to have all of the camos in the game. Sorry. And I'm not trying to sell them or anything, so they're worthless to me. That's what I mean. You guys that are trading and that, you guys are probably better, find lots better camos, lots of camos and that between your guys' selves, trading with others, because that's what the good thing about the Discord is you can go over there, you can have an alt, and if you've got a cool camo, you can put it on the alt. Someone else might have a different cool camo you don't have. You guys both put them on the alt and get the other one off. And you guys, between the two of you, you've got an alt that's got your two camos on them. And you guys both got the cool camos now. You don't have to buy stuff from someone else. You can just trade what you have with what they have. You just got to manage of finding someone that wants what you have to trade with what you want. Services are there if you want them. If you don't want to do it that way, you don't want to do it, and money's not a problem with you, because I know for some people time is money. So hey, some people, they would rather just go and buy it than spend half an hour trying to get it for free. But hey, each to their own. And if you're someone who's just looking for somewhere just to buy it, I've got a sponsor there that offers it. But catch me live and get it now for free. Humble, I see you've sent through. Are you in the chat? Got your message. What COD did you first start playing? Call of Duty, Big Red One. Right here. PC. This is my one. Game of the year, Call of Duty. I still got it. It sits on my desk. My heart. But this ain't the current Call of Duty. This is where Call of Duty started. The original Game of the Year edition, Call of Duty. That's not where I started doing content or anything. I started my channel when I was playing Fortnite with the Battle Royale Fortnite craze. And then after Fortnite, I went to Blackout. I actually really only went to Fortnite while I was waiting for Blackout because I heard it was coming. And then Blackout's where I started my channel. Humble, are you in the chat? Sorry? Humble Soldier, yeah, I'm here. Okay, you're up now. I'm gonna get you in now. Green cover. You from Auckland, Humble. Auckland. Why did I not have to restart? That's interesting. Don't have to restart. Cool as then. Let's just bring it in. Oh, wait. Yeah. No ticked gun. No ticked gun. Simple as, easy as. We're at the 2-step. Do the 2-step. Step. 2-step. And now you got chicken. Simple as, easy as. 2-step. Do the 2-step. Anyone else? This one's pretty much done. Anyone else want to get done while I'm still live? Get through. Get in. Get it done. Get it done. Maybe I do another stream. Maybe we think about tomorrow's stream and I'll do a stream for camos instead of jet gun. Would people prefer camos on a stream, or people just really only want the jet gun? I think that's all that really people want at this point. Right now.
Less than yes.
That's all done, buddy. You're done. Have your account back. Give you an account with dark matter on jet gun. I have no use for it. I don't really have any use for... I'll be honest. Personally, I don't care what camo's on the gun, and I've got one with nebula on it. As you'll see on my account, I don't even care to go AFK, level up, or prestige or anything. I only care to obtain items just to be able to give them to others. So I guess that's just extra stuff I'd have to have. I appreciate it, but yeah, I don't really need any account. Okay, has anyone messaged through yet? Not yet. Oh, whoa. I didn't even know it done that. I only just noticed that on my Discord, my profile shows that thing saying that I'm streaming. How does it know that I'm streaming live on YouTube? How does my Discord know that? I didn't even know that was a thing. Look on my profile and it says I'm streaming. Whoa, and it shows, oh, my Discord members are doing, my people that run my Discord are doing stuff I didn't even know that they could do. It's even streaming, it shows my stream and everything. What? Spoof, man, you're doing more than I even knew you could. Legend. If you have your YouTube linked. Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't run the Discord. Like, I'm not Discord savvy because I haven't had to, because my Discord guy Spoof has just been so good. He's just been so reliable with absolutely everything. He built the server for me originally, and I have him do stuff if I need something done in it, and he's so good and trustworthy and reliable. I've never had any issues, to the point where I don't need to really deal with most of the Discord stuff. That's what he deals with. All the bots, everything in it. But see, stuff like that, I'll see stuff that I didn't even know, like that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Shout out to you, Spoof. No more DMs yet. Looks like the panic for the jet gun's dying down, which is good. Means people have all got it. Makes sense. I think a fun thing to do for another stream is to try go high round with subscribers on different odds. You mean different Call of Duties? Problem is the size of Call of Duty is too big. I play on Xbox console, so to install another COD is... I don't even know if I'd be able to install another COD on this console and have it running. And unfortunately right now, I think this Call of Duty has actually fried my my console, because last week I installed 2 games, and right now, I don't know whether it's my console's just fried. Right now, my console's about to take off. It's starting to take off because this here kills it. So if I sit on this screen, my console almost takes off and then it just shuts down for about 5 minutes if I sit on this screen. But also, I tried to install Watch Dogs Legions last week because I wanted to try and play that with my son. And about 2 minutes after playing that, 5 times back to back, even over 2 days, couldn't even play that for like more than 3 minutes, and then my console would shut down. Full shutdown, closed down. And then the same was happening with some games. I was installing some games to try and play with my son. Oh, Stalker. That's right, Stalker 2. I installed that to try and play that with my son, and that too, I can't play it. About 2 minutes in or 3 minutes into playing the game, my console just crashes and shuts down. And I think it's because of Call of Duty's just fucked with it, because it's been badly produced. Because this was a new console. It's the new Xbox Series X. And it's got to be my console too, because the other 2 consoles, because we've got 3 of them in this house, and the other 2 don't do that. They can play the games properly. But the other 2 are brand new, only like 2 months old. So they haven't had Call of Duty break them yet, because Call of Duty hasn't been played on them. They run fine, no issues, but this one here, I can't even run it. It's about to take off. It sounds like I've got a jet running. The jet gun's running in my house right now, by the sounds. Yeah, Quarter. Yeah, catch you out, man. Stream's pretty much coming to an end now anyway. I'm just waiting to see if there's going to be anyone else trying to get a jet gun before I close off the stream. Looks like not really. Nobody's panicking to DM me, or I'm not seeing it at least. Pretty good. Maybe that's the end of everybody panicking to get hold of a jet gun, and we can start focusing on other things instead of jet guns. So like this. What one has them? This one. Yeah, Activision loves to have their games as junky as possible. Yeah, right. I mean, they're huge too for no reason. Mind you, they might not be actually. Just looking at that. Stalker, which is old as fuck. That's huge. How big is this? Look at this. 145 gigs. 145 gigs just for Stalker. And Call of Duty's, well, technically a whole heap of games in one. Sounds like you need to clean the Xbox. Yeah. Because our cat sleeps on my desk, so it gets clogged with cat hair and stuff like that. Does transfer and camo still work? Yes, it still does. I've shown it all in the stream. If you guys want tutorial forms, they still work. They're in the featured ones on the channel. I try to keep the featured, the most ones that are going to be working. But yes, with my channel and the type of content I get, it's kind of can be confusing to see what's the current thing because it's hard to label everything. With how specific things are in this game, it's kind of hard to label things. And then you have to generic term label things because nobody's going to be typing into search your specific thing that these glitches are to try and find them. So you have to just be generic and say Black Ops 6 glitch, and then when people click on it, then they find out, oh, the glitch is this. That, oh, I didn't even know that exists, and they would never have searched for that because they didn't know it existed to search for it. So you have to label your video a generic term because they don't know it exists to find it, so they have to just search a generic term, Black Ops 6 glitch, and then they'll figure out, oh, that glitch exists. I didn't know to search for that. So it's kind of trying to find the balance of the getting to the people, and as the game's dying, people aren't really searching specific glitches. They're searching for just generic what glitches are in the game. And well, hey, this one's in the game. So this thing here. This is what I recommend you guys do though. Just save one gun with all your camos on it, like how I've got here. I've got an alt that just has the camos on it, and you can just go through. Curious asked this earlier, but I had to leave, so I wasn't able to actually see. Has the equip lock blueprints to Warzone been fixed? Pretty much, yep. That's dead at this point. Only Warzone mode though. The rest of the modes are fine. Just Warzone mode's up in a bit of iffy at the moment, and it's wiping them. But only for Warzone mode. For this other modes, it's fine. You can still do it. So if I wanted to equip something into here, be easy. I might as well do it now. Come into here. Thing. Duplicate, equipped one. Come across, find. Cross, find it, delete the 2 duplicates. Make a change to the one in private match. Go back to zombies. Personally, I think it's a rip for Warzone. Verdansk is not going to save it one bit. It's going to actually die a lot fast. It's going to, because the truth is, Verdansk won't save it, and then once Verdansk drops, everyone realizes how shit it is. All the people that were hanging around to see whether or not Verdansk is good are also going to drop off. COD's going to drop off dramatically. That's my opinion. Even the people that are hanging around and giving it the, you know, the time of day of, hey, it might be all right, we'll check it out, those people are going to drop off too. So, like, yeah. That's my opinion. lock guns here. When just then I just got confused. Oh, sidetracked this thing. Right? That's locked. We can't equip it. Duplicate. Equip this one. Come back, say duplicate, then this will be in private match. Hey, Pavel. Like that. You say duplicate, equip it there, and then that's back in zombies. So the zombie side and everything still works for zombies. It's just Warzone side that's for some reason being weird. They decided they cared to stop it for Warzone. I don't know why, but as you see there, it is there. Still works in zombies. My opinion for Verdansk and stuff is this. This is why it's gonna fail. This right here. All of the people that are from Verdansk and want to come back for Call of Duty, they're gonna log in. They're gonna have an account that's got 70 fucking guns with padlocks on them. They're going to go to their armory. They're going to see that they need to get 20 million fucking XP just to be able to access guns, to be able to compete. They're overwhelmed. They're like, fuck that. That's going to take me 3 weeks just to be able to start having fun. I'm going to play another game. That's my opinion. They need to remove all of this silly grind. Otherwise, all the people returning are just not going to care. They're just going to be like, oh, fuck that. We can't catch up. Like, even, that's almost why I don't play Warzone anymore. Because I can't be fucked trying to regrind every new gun they want to make a meta every week. Because I've got better things to do. So I just don't even come back to Warzone. And I see that happening for Verdansk. Unless they do something drastic to make it so that whatever guns they drop for Verdansk are stupidly easy to get up and running with. So maybe, I don't know, the HDR is stupidly overpowered for somehow, however they figure that out, and the AR that they drop with it, and then they're just the only gun you can use in the game, which in that sense is going to be stupid in itself. But just imagine jumping in on a level 4 account and then trying to take on everybody in Warzone. That's going to suck. No one's going to hang around playing that. Doesn't matter what the map is. The map isn't the problem. The problem is all of that other side of shit. In my opinion. That's the only reason why I stopped playing Warzone. If they brought back Verdansk with the old Modern Warfare 2 2019 weapons only, I would be all for it. And then it would be fucking 100%. I'd jump back in. If every single player was set, if they brought out Verdansk and all players, it was like Warzone, reset, all players just have these guns, boom, old OG mode. So they could have you, they know they could just bring it out as a separate fucking mode like they have LTMs. And then you have here and you have OG Verdansk. And once you're slicked into OG Verdansk, it brings up your armory and all your stuff, and you've got just OG Verdansk weapons and all of that stuff, and you don't have to level them up. You don't have to do XP to fucking access it all. If they just done that, then it would be amazing. Everybody is on a level playing field. Everybody here, go off and play. That's what they need to do. This fucking one person's got 100 guns unlocked, this person's got nothing unlocked. Uneven playing fields is where nobody wants to play that sort of game. Fucking even level playing field, so it's about skill and how you play the game. Go in. That's what Blackout was you all loaded in with a pistol. You had to find your guns. Everything was even playing field. 2025, this dude starts off with the fucking perfect sniper loadout. This dude here starts off with nothing. There's nothing even about it. This dude down here don't want to fucking play. He's off. Then they wonder why there's only these couple people left. That's how I see Verdansk being fail. If they dropped the mode and had even playing field, no things to unlock and everything, the game would flourish. But you can't do that in this current thing because they wouldn't sell their bundles. The padlocks make you want to buy a blueprint so that you don't have to level it up to unlock it. They have the ability to make a good game, but there's no money in making a good game. The Maddox, yeah. I miss all of those. There's ammo mods. The Spitfire with the what is it? The ammo mod on the Spitfire that made it shoot like a laser fast. That was the gun. That was just over the top. And the AUG with the ammo mod for the double burst fire. That was broken. Do I have the Terminator bundle? No, I don't. When do I think jet gun glitch gonna get patched? My answer to that was weeks ago. Why is it still not patched? What the fuck are the devs doing? They're fucking doing this weird shit with fucking the equipped locked guns shit they're doing in Warzone, but they're not fixing this. This is the one thing that's going to cost their player base because everyone's max leveling and has no reason to play the game anymore. The heavy grinders, the only people left on their game, are finishing the game way faster than they normally would because they leave shit like this in the game. These devs, man. This is the most broken thing out, and they leave it in longer than anything else. Like, what are they up to? Exactly 3 weeks ago. That's like, what? Who expected it to last this long? And it's so comical that how nothing's getting fixed, but they're fixing that Warzone broken thing. And see their priorities. Why are they not fixing the guns? Making it so that we can use our reclaimers again. Making it so that we can use our spears and shit. Instead of fixing it so we can use shit that's broken, all they're doing is making it so we can't use shit. The fuck are they doing? Last I tried it is, let's go and try it. Let's test it. I bet you it's been broken for months. I bet you it's still broken. And they move it. They at one point there they added it back in, and it was in the launches tab, not in the merely tab. And then they changed it, moved it around again. I have no idea where it is now. Let's go and have a look. How did this get here? Oh, different profile. But then we've got paid blueprints for all those weapons. They sold us $30 bundles for the blueprints for those guns. And now they just... Oh yeah, we're disabling that. Thanks for your money, guys. The fuck? But hey, we'll go and fucking make it so you can't equip some locked guns. But thanks for you guys' money for those blueprints we're not letting you use anymore. They need a slap. No wonder people don't want to play their game. Don't need the bed, most definitely still is broken here. Anyone have Terminator? I don't think. See, who wants to be buying the bundles anymore in this game? Even that doesn't even... the wow effect of a bundle of Mastercraft has died off too in this game because they spam them out too much. In Modern Warfare, you know, in Cold War, a Mastercraft, maybe you got one a season, so it was like, cool, the best gun of the season. Now, every single fucking bundle, you get 3 Mastercrafts a week, it's spammed at you. Who cares now? Just another common thing now. But you got to spend the same price for it. And it's no longer the wow factor it used to be. So let's try and Yeah, is it a launcher now or is it a melee weapon? I don't know where they've decided to put it. Launchers. See, now they've decided that it's a launcher. But if we actually equipped it, it's not going to load in game. See this. How do I turn party fill off? Why do they make... They're doing dumb shit. Why have they removed this? Now to be able to remove party fill, I have to back off the screen and go back into it. Just to have that option pop up. Instead of bringing back our guns. Do we have reclaimers? No, you don't. Hey, there's no reclaimer. And on top of that, they also removed the ability to equip them from our bundles. So if we own the bundle, we couldn't even equip it from the bundle either. Total scam artists. I wouldn't even know where the bundle is with the reclaimers. I get removing a gun for a week or so to fix something, but removing multiple weapons for like seasons is not excusable. At that point, they need a fucking slap. Especially shit that's paid ping and they sold a blueprint for multiple blueprints for them. So what, that weapon, they've sold 6 bundles for that weapon, $30 each one. Some people have paid hundreds of dollars for their guns that they're not allowed to use. See, the spear won't work.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
There, it's a fucking pistol. Did I equip the pistol, you dumbass devs? No, we got a fucking spear there. Yeah, incompetent. No wonder no one's playing. Flamer not there. We used to be able to equip it from the bundle, but we can't even do that anymore, I think. Shop doesn't even work. Look, the game's getting so bad, even their shop's getting broken. Yeah, madness. Horseman bundle. This was like a 30,000 COD point bundle. They happily sell it to you, but then they just take the gun out so you can't use it. And now we can't even use this. And they take away the options to even equip from bundles so that we can't even equip it. This game. Don't buy bundles from this game anymore. They're scam artists. Buy an unlock all tool, fuck them. Use that. Has anyone sent through for a jet gun before I end off? Fuck it. Oh, guys, we're going to end this stream here. No one's got... That's all the jet guns that people have been asking for. Looks like no one's really stressing for jet guns, which is interesting. Can you do the glitch with the, what? Unlock blueprint glitch with T250 camo. Just resets. I don't know why you're saying it resets. What do you mean it resets? What's resetting? It's very simple, very easy to do. Hey, look. Locked blueprint. Purify is locked, right? Doesn't matter what camo you choose to do it from. But you would need to have the, so bring in player 2. I don't know, whatever one. That one will work. I've got videos on this, so go and watch the tutorials on it. If you're looking on how to pull blueprints, the videos that are labeled around blueprint pulling will show you. The camo on them is just a side thing. It's just an extra that just is what it is. I explain it in the same tutorial, but it's not what the focus of the tutorial is, that's all. So you come in, you bring in player 2, right? Come along, and whatever gun player 2 equips, whatever camo comes on, they have on that gun. So say we have this gun here, right? And it's got that camo on it. Yeah, that's a bad example because that's a blueprint. So player 2 will use, I don't know, top 250 camo, right, on this, right? We equip that, and what gun is in player 2's class is obviously the gun it's going to pull a blueprint for. So if you're trying to pull the top 250 camo on an AK, unreleased AK variant, you're going to have to obviously have an AK here, right? It can be a base AK, but obviously player 2's class has to have the AK because that's the gun you're trying to pull it for, right? And the camo on it. So this would have a camo, but for us, we're going to be not doing the AK, we're going to do the C9, right? Pull a blueprint of a C9. So we've got in player 2, C9 with the camo on it. Any camo, the camo doesn't matter what it is. It just needs to be on it, right? Then you've got, hang on, what controller am I using? Then you've got player 1's control account. They are controlling the blueprint. So they could either go along, and if they had a specific blueprint of theirs they wanted to put the camo onto, they could select that. Or they could select any another blueprint from their account and pull a blueprint using that blueprint, or all sorts. So for this, if we wanted to put the top 250 camo onto this gun here, we would select this gun. Then we would come into it and we'll make sure it's not ticked, so we'd delete it from here. Then we would back out of here. We'd come in with player 2, and then we come into here and we have our cool blueprint but with the camo on it, right? Then we can go along and save it, and we get the blueprint. Now we have the blueprint with the camo on it. Duplicate it. Simple as, easy as, done, right? Now we have that with that camo on it. Now, if we wanted to be a different blueprint, not one that we owned, so that was just showing you how to camo swap onto these. Now you want to say a different blueprint that we don't own, we can go along, say, delete that. See, we've still got that one there, but we've got this equipped, but it's not a ticked one, right? Then we can go along and say, I don't know, we want to see what variant this pulls, or say this pulls, right? So we want to see what we can pull of this variant. We equip this. Then we back out, we come in, and we make sure it deletes off there so it's not ticked. Now this is going to pull this thing's equivalent of the C9 with this camo on it. Okay, so we come out, we come back in, we come in, and now we get the variant. So it's a variant, but obviously I don't know what sort of variant that is, you can see there. But it would have pulled a variant of this one for the C9. Now, because that didn't hit a variant that we like, we can just go along and go like this, and say we'll try and pull this one's variant, right? Bang, equip that. So this is just how simple this is. And yes, I'm absolutely stunned that this doesn't get fixed, because this has been a thing since the start. And then we get that one, right? And it can come with the, and you can have it with the blueprints, with the camos on them and everything. Then you can just make a change to save it and so on. Did exactly the same as we just done with this one. It doesn't only work on Xbox consoles, it only works on new generation consoles, both PlayStation and Xbox. It's not just an Xbox thing. I only show Xbox because I only own an Xbox. So you can do the camos onto the blueprints you don't own and everything. Now, if I was to go along, this might be the problem where you're saying you're losing the camo. If you go along and do this, don't just create it now. And if it's a currently equipped gun, don't delete it. So when you duplicate it, don't delete this. If you delete this, it takes the camo off, right? But if you equipped another one and then delete it, you're all good. Also, just extra things. But the more you do these sort of things, you will just know those sort of things. But it's just a matter of, hey, we'll teach you the glitch, go and play with it. And you'll see all these little complications and little extra little things you do to improve it and stuff like that. Simple as, easy as. Alright, guys. In this here. Oh, far out. I'm going to get some lunch. It's getting late and I haven't even eaten, so. Keep being awesome, guys. And, yeah, that's pretty much where it is. It's pretty much where, at that point in the Call of Duty, where the glitches are just getting the same shit, really, because we only really have a use for certain types of glitches, and all the other glitches at this stage of Call of Duty are kind of just irrelevant and useless to us. You know what I mean? So you're not really seeing us having a whole heap of out-of-map glitches and zombies and all sorts of stuff, solely because the developers designed this game to where those just not as effective for us as just being AFK with a fucking sword or using the oil traps or something like that. So, unfortunately, the way the developers have designed this game is kind of killing a lot of the actual old ways we used to play zombies. And it's kind of makes it to the point where, I don't know, we might run out of useful, fun glitches because of the way the game is designed. Those oil traps, as long as that's in the game, that's the only way you should ever grind your camos. Yeah, they release every year, and all Call of Duty is about is unlock simulator, isn't it? So all we got to do is find what mode unlocks fastest, and people just grind that. And the most effective way, which is really, then you run out, and there's not much left after that. They don't balance nothing, nothing. Call of Duty's not in a good state, that's for sure. Is what it is, though, eh? Okay, guys. I might do a stream tomorrow with trying to get camos instead of jet guns, being that the jet gun demand looks like we might have subdued it. So we'll get onto camos and stuff like that for people next stream or something like that. Maybe it's a good idea. I might try and get some games in with people too, because now that we've got a sponsor, I'm able to be live and more of that time with the which would normally be worthless content on YouTube, which isn't worthless YouTube content, so I can spend more time just doing aimless stuff like today, which is good. So massive shout out to the sponsors for helping that, because they just make the creating content a lot easier. So we'll be able to get in and maybe do some community games and stuff like that as well on some of the streams. So we'll try and work that out. The only reason I don't do those sort of things so far is I'm not very good with being organized, and trying to be organized to get games to win with communities and stuff like that's kind of hard sometimes. Yeah, so we may be able to look into that, but right now it's, especially with the way the community is, if you get the wrong person in your game and then they're just a troll doing something wrong, it's just a whole lot of stuff. Other sides of things. So we'll see how that goes. Might try and get some zombie games in with people in that too. Anyway, that's the end of it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. B-Man, out. Keep being awesome, guys.